Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Rastakhan's Rumble is finally here, and the first deck that I built for the new expansion was of course Odd Mage. If you've been on this channel before, you know that I have played Odd Mage a lot already before, and it used to be kind of like a big spell mage but a little bit weaker. Some advantages in some matchups because of the hero power, but then again overall it just didn't have enough of consistency. But this one is now working perfectly. 85% win rate on the first day. Everything is awesome. There are 3 new cards in this deck. There's Jan'alai the Dragonhawk, obviously the big hype card of the set, summoning Ragnaros the Firelord for you for free. There's Blast Wave. Odd Mage really needed another big spell. There's 2 copies of Dragon's Fury, there's 2 copies of Flame Strike, and in this slot you have had to run either Deck of Wonders or Luna's Pocket Galaxy, and you don't really want to run either of those, so Blast Wave is a really strong card for this slot. Overall I think it's the weakest of the spells in this list still, even though sometimes you get some nice overkill cards, so there are some potential scenarios where you do get to do nice things with this card, but overall it's still the weakest one. And I'm currently running 1, but it might be that in the mature version of this deck there might also be 2 copies. It really depends on the meta as well. Like if there's a lot of token decks, then 2 Blast Waves would be really good. But right now it doesn't look like token decks are going to be that big of a thing, so 1 Blast Wave just might be enough. And then there are 2 copies of Daring Fire Eater, which I was all hyped up about already before the release, and it has proven to be exactly as good as I envisioned. So 3 mana, this one plus hero power, deal 4 damage. Great. Awesome, really gives you some more ways even to answer those early game cards. And also, once you're in Jaina form, it gives you a 3 damage hero power, so it gives you a lot more flexibility on creating those water elementals. Overall, great addition. So Odd Mage really got buffed by the new expansion. Fire Eater for early game, Fire Eater with Jaina synergies, Blast Wave another board clear spell, Jan'alai another main win condition. Really great stuff. Because of these new cards I've also added Zola the Gorgon into the deck so that I can play Jan'alai and then I can copy it with Zola in the late game so that I can get 2 copies of Ragnaros on the board if I need one. On the first day I've seen a lot of Odd Mages run a much more draw heavy list with stuff like Pyromaniacs. I don't think you really need Pyromaniac for anything. I think there's a balance between card draw and value that you need to strike. And if you look at the deck recipe Odd Mage for example, it has way too much card draw and way too little value. And I think this strikes pretty good balance in that regard. I've just been farming the Odd Mage mirrors with this one. Obviously there are some questions left once the meta settles. There's currently weapon removal, there's 1 copy of Silence, there's Stonehill Defenders, and these cards are probably the main cards that need to justify their presence once the meta is settled a little bit. Other cards that might need to be thought about would be Geddon and Alexstrasza, and Alana maybe. So what is the win condition package really going to be like? But overall, the deck feels really strong, the deck feels fluid. It's the best Odd Mage deck that you can play this early in the expansion. As always, I've prepared a bunch of gameplay material of this deck for you, so let's go take a look at it in action. We're facing a mage, so let's see what this one's going to be all about. What kind of mage? Okay. Unknown kind of mage. I have Jaina, so I can play Jaina on 9 potentially. Some kind of an elemental mage then. Alright. I can start by pinging these fireflies. That's cool. Alright, so a minion based build. So I have the opportunity to play Black Cat here. I think I'll go for the cat over the Stonehill. It's unlikely that I would use the cat's spell damage for much in this game. I just want more options here. I could of course kill the Tar Creeper. That was curious play with the Flame Elemental. Very strange. So I can either ping down probably the Flame Elemental, or I can play a Stonehill Defender. I think I'm going with the Stonehill Defender here. Let's do this one. Dark Reaper can help me stall. I don't have plays for next turn, so I think I need to pick up the Dark Reaper here, because my available plays are very limited for the next couple of turns. So then there could be a Dark Reaper hero power play. He picks up the Flame Geyser. Nothing too surprising so far. So I can ping here. I'll soften this up a little bit at the moment. But I can develop the Dark Reaper. There's no reason for me to attack anywhere yet. At 5 mana. Well, he obviously now has the spell in hand. Okay, that went really sweet. That was really good. Getting the kill on the 5/4. He has the spell obviously to deal 2 damage potentially, but it goes for a bonfire instead. That's cool, that's cool. And Celiax is obviously interesting. Now I could take down these 2 if I wanted to. This one's probably going to hit me in the face then. But then I could do Celiax ping next turn to kill it. What if I want to just play an Astromancer next turn? Do I then also want to kill these? Then after the Astromancer turn he has a Blazecaller turn. I think it will still be fine. I think it will still be fine. Let's just kill those over there. Do I play Gluttonous Ooze? No, he might run. I'll get an 8-drop from the Astromancer next turn. This is a way to ensure that 8-drop. And at 30 health I still have health to play with. I expected Flame Geyser here. And 5 to the face. But I can still afford this at this point. I think Pyromaniac is just a bad card. You shouldn't run that card. We play the Astromancer. And we get an 8-drop. Well, that 8-drop turns out to be the worst 8-drop in this entire game, which is a little bit disappointing. It's a little bit disappointing, of course, to get a 5/4 as your 8-drop. I had such high hopes for that, but we'll see. So now if there's a Blazecaller, it kills 1. And then he could use these small ones to kill the other because it was just a 5/4, which allows him to push 5 to face again. That is a little bit sad. Intriguing approach. Very intriguing. If I leave him with 10 on board, I just might be too close to dying. My alternative is pretty much to do Arcane Artificer into Flame Strike and hit on the Blazecaller, which would then leave him with 5 on board. It would be a 5/1, so I could ping that away. He's going for quite a tempo line here, so maybe I do exactly that. I think I'll do it like this. So I go to 23. I go to 23 and his minion has just 1 health now. He might have another Blazecaller coming. If he runs Book of Spectres, he's unlikely to run any Fireballs or stuff in that deck. Well, Lich King is pretty sweet. I currently don't have an answer to the Lich King either. This still 4. I still can't answer the Lich King. That's awkward. And that's 13 damage there. Plus potentially more from the Lich King. But how do I kill the Lich King? I just don't have a way. I haven't drawn the dolls. The 18, he has 13 on the board. I probably need to go with the Flame Strike here. And ping the Lich King. So I get up to 25. But now he gets 2 Lich King cards. So that might be too much. Now he's going to get more Lich King cards with Void Ripper. No way to deny that. Those Lich King cards might very well be the death of me. Especially if he finds Anti-Magic Shell. And the odds of finding Anti-Magic Shell are constantly improving here. I probably have to play Jaina. Jaina into Geddon. Something like that is my out. I'd hope he doesn't get an Anti-Magic Shell. That's a snap Jaina play. Does Megaton go through that new Paladin spell that prevents damage to hero? Yes, it does go through that. It only prevents damage, it doesn't prevent it from being destroyed. Did he get an Anti-Magic Shell? No, but he did get a Frostmourne. However, there's plenty of healing coming here for me, so he still needs to find something more. But he can find more Lich King cards, obviously. He has 2 Lich King cards. I have to give him the Water Elemental, right? I believe I do. So I can try to draw with the Black Cat. There's a couple of Dragon's Furies in the deck. I can play an Astromancer to get a 7-drop. And then I could use the weapon in preparation for a Geddon play. I think that's the best line I have available to me. We take the 7-drop. And it's a useless 7-drop. And I'll take the 5 armor now and give him just 1 minion from the Frostmourne. Obviously, if he has managed to find the Anti-Magic Shell, that is huge, but really, rolling 8-drop and 7-drop from Astromancers, getting a 5-4 and a 3-8 that cannot attack is very, very bad. What does he steal? He manages to steal Alexstrasza. Well, that's obviously a very good card to have here when you're on the offense. Alright. Hero powering a little bit. Then you get to do what exactly? I don't know what his current plan here is. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to get away the Lich King. Which is pretty bad. Now he has Alex and he gets another Lich King card too. I still can't get rid of the Lich King. Now I can finally get rid of the Lich King. I'm just not sure if that's going to be enough. Probably need to Black Cat here. But Alex is scary stuff too. But I think I need to get rid of the Lich King here. He has 2 Lich King cards left. Reckon he has the Loa. Yeah, he has to have the Loa. And he also stole my Alexstrasza. So there's some scary stuff going on. And I whiffed 2 Astromancers completely. That was like really bad. And now I also have to live constantly with the risk of the Alex. Okay, but I get a nice kill on this one. Because I have Ziliax and the Fire Eater here. So first comes the Ziliax. Ziliax takes a hit there. And then comes the Fire Eater. And then I can ping that away. And turn it into a Water Elemental for myself. Okay, okay. He has 1 more Lich King card. And he has my Alexstrasza. I have no idea what he's doing with his hero power, it doesn't make any sense, but sure, keep doing that. This turn he cannot play the Alex, obviously. Not anymore after hero powering. So, what's it going to be? Steam Searcher without the effect. So he's priming up something like a Blaze Caller here. Has to be. Both Dragon's Furies are my last spells. Drew both Flame Strikes and the Blast Wave before any Dragon's Furies. That's pretty sad. I can probably Blast Wave here, right? I can hit there first with Ziliax and then I can Blast Wave. That's what this looks like to me. Hit there first and then we do a Blast Wave. I get a couple of Overkill cards. Deck of Wonders. Yeah, sure. So I'll probably kill this fellow here. And I'll turn that one into a Water Elemental. I guess I can play the Arcane Tyrant too. I'm expecting a Blaze Caller this turn. Now we get the RNG, yeah. Not a huge fan of that. I could also kill that with the Daring Fire Eater. I have played Blast Wave and 2 Flame Strike, so I also have the opportunity to just play Alana. He plays a very minion-based deck. He could have Mind Control decks in it. I don't think I mind. I think we're making Daughters of Flame here and we're turning to the offense here. Let's see what he's going to be able to do about this one. That Fireball is probably going to be spent to hit face under these circumstances. Okay. Well, that wasn't that great. Does something, but doesn't it do even nearly enough? Oh, giving me a Water Elemental for free. Yeah, I'll take that Water Elemental. Thank you very much. I'll take one of those. Seems like a fun card. Let's go with this line. Neither of these can be just pinged away. Of course, they can be killed if he has... Well, he doesn't have Flame Geysers. Both Steam Searchers have been played. There could be another... Oh, Janalai. Runs the Janalai Zola combo. Alright. But now... this is simply not enough. Because I will just kill him. With this Fireball that I got. And there. This actually seems like a decent hand against the Hunter. What kind of hunter? He kept this card, so he could be a quest hunter. What if it's a quest hunter? I wonder what would happen. Equip Candleshot hit face. Not the move that I expected the most. And that was the turn 1 top deck. He didn't play either of the cards that he actually kept in his hand in the mulligan. So what's the plan? Secrets A. That probably means that there are Eaglehorn bows in that deck. So let's chill for the time being. Because he played the secret, that means that the ooze is going to be saved for the bow. This could even be a pure spell hunter build. Then there's going to be Zul'jin at some point. If he manages to draw it, of course. Alright. Candleshot, 1 mana, 3 damage to face. Ooh, another Candleshot. This is getting intriguing. Do I want to draw a card? No, I'm fine with the Stonehill here. I wrote an Appleworm, sounds like a good card for this particular position. I guess the Grizzly would have also been potential, but like he can have Hunter's Mark and stuff, then Appleworm's Death Rattle at least will heal me a little bit. Dragon Priest, yeah, Dragon Priest is always interesting. He uses a Hunter's Mark to kill a Stonehill defender. I do not understand why. What did the Stonehill defender do to you? And now he equips the bow. Which means that now is the time to take the bow away. Yeah, once we saw the bow, then it was time to take it away. And then does he have the spell stone? At least not in his kept cards. He kept a candle shot and a bow. You shouldn't really keep a candle shot in this matchup, right? Especially if you're offered the bow anyway. But now something interesting is probably going to happen when I hit in. So let's take a look at that one. Oh, it's a Howl Fiend. That's intriguing. That is very, very intriguing. So I think we need to start removing some cards from his hand. I have 9 cards in my hand. If he can make me draw twice, I might burn a card. I think it's still fine. Let's play the Acolyte. Alright, we got rid. So it is a Spell Hunter. We got rid of To My Side and we got rid of Explosive Trap. But he manages to top deck Deathstalker Rexar on 6. Which also means that I will burn a card. Burn the Geddon. I suppose that's acceptable. So, that Deathstalker Rexar of yours. A little bit scary. Rotten Applebomb is probably the only card I have here that I can actually play in this position. Alright, Deathstalker Rexar top deck on 6. So it's still going well for him. No worries. Let's see about that secret. Yeah, that's cool. And then it's time to play an Astromancer out there. And let's get a 9-drop. Oh, we managed to pick up a Hadronox. But could I find some good taunt minions in order to resurrect some stuff? We'll have to wait and see. For 7 taunt A. And I could always simply attack with this one and then ping. I could Flame Strike. What if he finds a Spell Stone? I don't think I mind, really. And I hit with the Hadronox, right? I think so. This is a Flame Strike. I hit that with the Hadronox. So that these two can go face. I can play an Arcane Tyrant out here. 8 cards in hand. This seems acceptable. Alright. Hadronox a better result than Alanna. Absolutely it is. I even have some taunts that have died in this game. Well, currently just one Stonehill, but there will be a Rotten Applebomb in the pool too, unless he has something that kills Hadronox specifically. And he does. And that's sort of nice. But only sort of nice. Because all of these are going face, right? I believe so. There's currently just 1 minion in Alanna. All of this stuff is going face here. It's down to 10, but he can find lifesteal. I probably want a Baku out there. Let's try this approach. He can find lifesteal. Or he can find that... He found a lifesteal rush. That also draws all of his secrets. That's not a bad minion to have. And that's actually a pretty good minion to have overall. And a secret to help keep him alive. He's at 15. I don't quite have lethal here. No matter the secret. Because this would be just 12. Plus hero power is 14. But I still think pushing on is the right way. I'll go in with this fellow first, in case it's like a freezing trap. Wandering monster, okay, that's fine. These will push phase both, right? Then I have the option to flame strike the lifesteal beast now. Or I have the option to play a Stonehill Defender out there. What if you find some kind of a buff for this one? That's always possible. Can I find a voodoo doll? I can find a voodoo doll. That's cool, then we use the voodoo doll here. This is acceptable. He might still pick up something big, taunt, rush, lifesteal. Or alternatively the exploding bloodbath. Shishan, do you think Channel is worth crafting? If you want to play Odd Mage, then yeah, absolutely. Solid card. Okay, get some deadly shot going. Interesting. Interesting pair of secrets. Misdirection, freezing trap, explosive trap, wandering monster. I think I'll open with the tyrant. There's the freeze, because I can always play the tyrant back again if I want. And the explosives, but he's just dead. Alright, turn 6 Rexa was not sufficient. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.